Though the 2008 presidential election saw the nation's second highest turnout for voters in the 18 to 24 age group, student voter turnout is traditionally low. One organization has come to Temple University's main campus to change that this November. Stephanie Wine is the campus organizer for Pennsylvania PIRG.
So PennPIRG is a nonpartisan, specifically student advocacy group. A few the things we've done in recent years is we've managed to prevent student loan interest rates from doubling. This past summer, we secured $17 billion in federal financial aid for students and helped protect the Pell Grant in the recent budget debate. And every 2 years, for midterm and presidential elections, our focus switches with our New Voters Project to getting out the student vote on campuses across Pennsylvania, including at Temple.
Temple isn't the only school where registration efforts are underway. PennPIRG is also registering voters at CCP, Drexel, Penn, Carnegie Mellon, and Pitt.
Today, we broke 1,400 registrations today. Our organization, since the first day of classes, we've registered over 1,400 students to vote either for the first time or help them change their address to here at Temple. Because if you're a student, you're actually 3 times more likely to vote if you're registered where you actually are.
That number is expected to grow dramatically before the deadline is up. Wine says the bulk of their registrations come in the final week.
I've been speaking in classes, getting people registered in classes. The professors are inviting me to register their students. We're getting lots of people that way. So it's definitely not saturation. There's still a lot of people that have yet to register. And it's kind of the typical college student thing. It's like we have 11 days left till the deadline. And so we're getting those people that have put it off, and then they run up to us and we're like, all right, fine, I'm doing it. I've seen you every day, I'm doing it today.
Some confusion around addresses surfaces when students come from outside of the state.
If you have lived somewhere for 30 days by election day, you can vote there. So if you have an address and you've lived somewhere for 30 days, you absolutely can vote. So that means that every Temple student that has an apartment or a dorm room, they've already been here 30 days, they can totally vote here. And the way we see it is, if you live in a community for 9 months of the year, and if you work here, you pay taxes here, vote where you live. Get the representation of your city, of your county, of your city council district to represent your interest as a student who's part of the economy, part of the culture. You are absolutely a resident for those 4 years, and you should definitely vote here.
The state's new voter ID law, signed by Governor Corbett in the spring, requires that a valid photo identification card be shown at polling places this November. Temple University issued valid ID cards to the student body last month.
Temple is very lucky in that Temple student government and the administration have taken the steps to make the new AL card compliant. So Temple students, even if they've moved here from Wisconsin and they have a Wisconsin driver's license, they can still vote here on election day, but not every college is so lucky. So I know that there's a lot of colleges in Pennsylvania that haven't actually taken those steps, and so if they have students who have moved there from out of state, they may not actually be able to vote on November 6th. And so making sure, so one of the things we're actually doing on campuses is also educating people about what they need to bring to the polls so that they can vote in, and assuring students that they aren't actually going to be disenfranchised, and that there are steps that they can take.
PennPIRG was able to increase student voter registration by 35% in the 2010 midterm election, yet an even higher percentage can be expected for the presidential election this November. Haley Kometz, Multimedia Storytelling.